Welcome back to Rest Runes. Okay, let's go ahead and keep doing some clearing work, getting some preparation going. Just with Germanic and Viking era tribes or clans or Atts or Etts, if you will, they depended on astrology, Germanic people, numerology, all of the things to help them sail, to conquer, to grow crops, etc., to keep the clan going. And so we need to be mindful that we are in the year number 1, which is a start fresh year for us. We also need to be aware and be mindful of the Chinese zodiac sign. It's the year of the fire horse, which is very much independence and freedom and just working into newness. So we are just doubling up on newness. So when we talk about newness, we need to get rid of tie up loose ends on things. And so today's rune reading, I'm going to use the Germanic runes. It's going to be about what things are in your future so that you can see them, and if there's any hang up towards that you have time to get that worked out. We will be in that season next week. That doesn't mean that if you didn't get it accomplished, you can't go forward. It's just going to, burn up some of those wonderful months in this new year that maybe you didn't have to. Okay, so let's look at your future. Ancestors, what's going on in the near future? Oh, that's 2 runes. We're just looking for one. Please clarify. In the future, we are looking at ingwas. This is looks like DNA. Or a cocoon, depending on how you see this. This is ingwas. This is all about the male fertility. So this is being creative. Think hearth and home. This is shelter. This is yield. This is good investment. Okay. A lot of luck and prosperity coming along. What is affecting that? Oh, there's 2. We're just looking for 1. Okay. Wanju, this is the 8th rune, the last one in the physical Aett family. So this is all about satisfaction. You have joy, happiness, career success. Okay, things are lined up and going well. What's the advice on that? What's the advice? The advice is, the advice for this is, sorry, I was like, that was a Debbie Downer sound. This is Hagelas. This is hail. This is the storm outside. Outside influences or distractors. Okay, you might be sacrificing or you might need to do some cautionary things. Okay, there's worry or there's damage or there's debt. That could be taking your prosperity out. So the advice is to just be wary of that so that you can stay on track. So what's in the works for this? What's in the works for the future? Communication. This is on Zeus. This is Odin's rune. So this is all about friendship, love, communicating those things with others. If you're in a spouse or committed relationship, maybe it's talking freely about the outside distractors or what could be stealing your joy in your prosperity away. Maybe there's a frank conversation that needs to happen so that you can, stay on your future track about that. Okay, what's the end result, please? Oh, that's 2, just looking for 1. Oh, there's radio, there's movement. So this is all about travel, getting help, removing things that aren't working, enthusiasm. Okay, that's the end result. So you're still making forward process. and progress on that. With this being Hagelos, can we get any information, ancestors, about what might be barriers? Anything else you can talk to us about on that one? Okay. This distractor, it's more about the giving and the receiving equal. No, sorry, this is Nathus. Oh, okay. The barrier is not seeing what's necessary. Okay. You are having a difficult lesson to learn. Destiny, maybe there needs to be a little solitude. Maybe you need to get rebellious about something and stand your ground. You need to search for what's essential. Okay. What is the advice on all of that? Any extra advice that you can give us, please? Okay, here's the keepo. See how similar they are? They're different. This is more like if you were into the religious period in time, this was more the cross to bear kind of thing. And this is equal partnerships, okay? Giving and receiving. Hospitality. This is my dramatic grandmother wrapped up. If you could describe her life in a room, this one's it. She was all about hospitality, because the cautionary tale on this one is that you would have poverty if you didn't serve and help others, okay? But you don't want to do that to the point that, these outside influences are wreaking havoc in your relationships, in your finances, and things like that. Stay the course, figure things out, communicate, but there needs to be true equal partnership. And if that's not that, then that's an unnecessary distractor, and you need to root out that influence. Might have to just call it out and say what you need to say, not in a mean way, but in a truthful, honest, integrity way, so that you can keep going forward and making things happen. Great future forecast. And, some of the work that you might need to do in this upcoming period, in this next week or so, to make that happen for yourself. Now let's look at the Aetts. Aett is family or clan in Germanic runes. And Aett is how you would say family or clan in the runes in Scandinavian. Think Viking era Danish were the first original Vikings, right? So let's look at the families and see what's going on there, where the most focus is to really get solid on it. See if we have any runs of anything. No, we really don't have anything going on here. So we have 1, 2, we skipped 3, there's 4 and 5. This is 6, this is 7, and this is 8th position. So we have 4 here, we have 2 in the emotional, mental clan or Aett, and then we have 1 in the spiritual Aett. So for this upcoming week, we really need to focus on the practical and earthly matters. Have those frank conversations. Keep making forward movement. It needs to be equal partnership, equal giving and receiving. If it's not, send it out, because it's not necessary. It's an outside distractor. It will steal your joy, and you don't want that affecting your prosperity, your home, your feeling of safety and being cocooned and gestating, new cycles coming up. So, emotional and mental realm can't be reversed. You have to grow through that. So these things are going to be coming up, and you need to make that decision, that sphere, that influence. I'll give you an example. I had an outside distractor this week, and it had to do with the landlord increasing my rent. Okay, I need to scale back my movement in travel because my other channel is all about travel. I may have to find ways to keep doing travel, maybe more together with friends and family to partner with some of those expenses so I can still do that, or take a trip off my schedule. But at the end of the day, I'm going to be working on protecting that joy and happiness. And so what other distractors I have to make sure that I'm prosperous and I can do the course. I'm okay because I have spirit with me and guiding me on my side, and there's messages in the runes to help me do that. So that's just an example, real world example for you. So take care, and we'll talk again soon. Bye.